I'm not a big fan of the anime turned live action movies and stuff. So, Cowboy Bebop was the exception, but apparently, my
you are alone.
yeah, I am forever alone, maidenless, as the Elden Ring people would say.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all OGGR.
Welcome, gamers and geeks, to episode 13.
I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, you just want. How fast do you want to get this done?
I don't want to rush it. I cherish these moments.
So, episode 13, Eric Baker's dozen of episodes. I'm here with the absolutely amazing Nick.
And I am here with the uncanny JD.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
The unstoppable JD.
Oh,
the Juggernaut.
The JD or not. So, yeah, episode 13 is going to be a good one. We are OGGR.
Yeah, Old Guys Geekly Review. You know the name. You should know the name by now. If you don't.
Well, I don't know. We might have somebody who's like, oh, well, they made it to episode 13, so now I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
Trying to
I don't know.
out.
Yeah, I don't know why. We're like by all the superstition standards, this episode is doomed to fail.
Oh no, this is going to be the best ever.
Yeah, it probably will be. It probably will. Oh man,
it'd be the best ever, but nobody will listen to it.
Yeah, there we go.
It'd be like the tree falling in the forest.
I get that, right?
So how's your week been?
Oh God,
you made it another week.
I did.
There you go. We got to celebrate that.
Yeah, I did. It's been okay. There's been an awful lot of announcements, so that's been making me happy. Like the best news happened for me yesterday.
Oh yeah. I mean, do we want to just dive right into that?
I suppose we can.
Yeah, part of the movies. We're gonna hit you with news.
Movies.
Yeah, so let's do it. Deadpool 3. If you haven't heard, Hugh Jackman's gonna be in it, and they posted two hilarious videos. Yesterday was the one announcing it.
So the video yesterday.
Yeah.
Pretty much anytime I see anything on the internet, I am just super critical of it. Like, is it real?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And you couldn't really tell if Hugh Jackman was the person walking behind in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't say Hugh Jackman, he said Hugh.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe it's just maybe he's just trying to fool us.
Yeah.
But then the video came out this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was I wasn't skeptical at all. I was just I saw it was on Ryan Reynolds' account, and I think it was on Hugh Jackman's account too. I'm pretty ashamed with how many times I watched it. I probably watched it more times.
I'm just ashamed at how many times I look at Hugh Jackman's account.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. But yeah, it's gonna be it'll probably be my favorite MCU movie of all time now.
We'll see, yeah.
Just because it's everything I wanted. So I did a little bit of thinking. Let's see. I'm hoping that Colossus and Cable come back, obviously. Just because I want Colossus to do the fastball special with Wolverine.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen? You want Colossus to be there. What do you want to happen?
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm hoping.
So you're hoping for more mutants, I guess.
Yeah, I'm hoping for more mutants. I'm hoping for maybe like a Weapon X storyline where they have to go and maybe hunt down Sabretooth or something, or maybe they go on a special mission where they got to take on like Omega Red. Because I like Omega Red is one of my favorite favorite villains. So is Sabretooth's pretty good too. I feel like that's the best part of the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. Like that was just the best part of that movie for me. I think Liev Schreiber.
You are so a '90s X-Men kid.
I am. Well, I like Sabretooth's costume in the comics better, but I feel like Liev Schreiber did a really good job playing Sabretooth.
Yeah, definitely.
God, what else did I didn't really put too much more into that.
So let me ask you this: is it taking place in Marvel 616?
I hope so.
See, I don't think it will.
You don't think so?
I don't think it will.
I'm wondering
and it's all because of Professor X. Because there's a lot of theories out there right now that the reason that the mutants haven't shown up is Professor X is hiding them mentally.
Okay.
But that can't be the case with the current Wolverine. Because in the Fox universe, he's obviously not.
Not hidden?
Not hiding the mutants from humanity,
Right.
because that's the whole storyline for many of the X-Men movies, is the whole conflict with them and humans.
Yeah.
So you can't have both. You can't have Professor X hiding them in the MCU, and you can't have Logan in the MCU, not the previous version,
Mm-hmm.
not Hugh Jackman. So I don't think this MCU movie is going to take place in the current MCU.
Yeah, what are you hoping for this movie?
Well, it was really interesting where they placed it.
Mm-hmm.
So they placed it in between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So the date that it comes out is after Thunderbolts and
Mhm.
before Fantastic Four.
Okay.
So I found that really interesting in the sense that I don't think very much of the whole multiverse is going to happen during Phase 5. A little bit with Kang, but I think outside of those direct storylines, I don't think much is happening. I'm thinking that at the end of Phase 5, after they wrap up the Secret Invasion and Thunderbolt storyline, then, and possibly with Deadpool, things will start to get multiversy.
That'd be kind of cool.
And I'm wondering if Deadpool is going to basically bridge the Fox universe in the MCU
Yeah.
in that movie. But the fact that they're not doing a continuation makes it a little tricky.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
in the second video, they said it's not going to take place with Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in the future kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it's separate.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of speculation. I just I feel like, and I told you about this before we started it. Ryan Reynolds said that he had no idea what he was going to do for the script. So I'm wondering if he's telling the truth, and they're just because like everybody online's got some pretty decent ideas.
Sure they do. Well, and given the recent news with Blade,
oh yeah,
maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah,
because apparently they lost the director.
Mm-hmm.
So the director left, Bassam Tariq.
Yeah,
he left, and for the rumors section, we'll discuss about maybe why. But I'm wondering with the possible script problems, if they're having script problems.
Well, Marshall Ali is basically
that's
said
the
that
rumor.
I thought he came out and said it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
the article I read basically hinted that he might be dissatisfied with it, but apparently the quote isn't really directed like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. We can do it in the rumor section. Yeah.
So 2 bits of news. All right.
Yeah.
What do we have more movie news?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of movie news. Let's see here. Willow got an upgrade to 4K on Disney Plus.
Nice.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night.
Every pore on Willow's little face.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night, early reviews are in. They're saying it's a love letter to classic horror movies.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, that makes me pretty excited for that.
I really love the chances that Marvel is taking on the different genres and branching out, and the fact that it's not just the same thing all the time now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. John Boyega walked out of the set of Rebel Ridge. And I don't know if that's a movie or a TV show on Netflix, so if it's in the wrong section, I apologize. But filming was underway. He didn't tell anybody, and the filmmakers found out when they went to his hotel room and saw that he was already checked out.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't like that. Just seems like career suicide to me.
I know. He was already kind of down with Disney, and now. Ew.
Yeah, a lot of drama, a hell of a lot of drama in the showbiz world at the moment, especially with the one movie am I thinking about? The one with Olivia Wilde and Florence Pugh. It's in theaters right now. Aria went to go see it. She said it was pretty good, but apparently they got into a screaming match on the set. You know, why did these people get jobs if they're going to cause so much drama? Anyway, moving on. Black Panther 2, supposedly going to be a pretty long movie.
Yeah.
Second longest one out of the whole MCU. Only second place to Endgame.
Yeah.
2 hours and 41 minutes.
Got to hold your pee-pee.
Yeah, hold that pee-pee. Wait a second.
don't
Yeah.
not,
Hold your bladder.
don't actually hold the
Yeah.
PP.
Yeah, that'll
Don't
get.
hold the
Yeah, don't be a Paul Rubens.
metaphorically, not literally. Don't take me literally.
Yeah.
With pretty much anything.
Yep. And then I believe that's all the movie news I got. I haven't watched anything new. I've been like basically just watching Hellraisers, all the Hellraisers over again, preparing for the Hulu.
Well, speaking of Black Panther, they did confirm that he is going to be a mutant.
Oh,
And they also said that he would not be ruler of Atlantis.
yeah, I don't remember the name of the country. You're talking about Namor?
Yeah, Namor. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the country and stuff, but man, I'm kind of digging the concept art and stuff I've been seeing on him. Pretty excited. I think there was another concept image of Wave that released. Which I've never heard of Wave.
She is part of the what do they call them? Agents of Atlas.
Okay.
And it is a group of, in collaboration with some traditional anime artists. They have done some more Asian superheroes that have become popular in the last 4 or 5 years, and so it's a whole kind of team. Jimmy Woo's involved, and
Jimmy
then
Woo. I recognize the name.
WandaVision and Ant-Man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so and I guess he's kind of like the agent that kind of directs them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of your Asian superheroes are tied up in that Agents of Atlas storyline, and it's pretty cool. It's very cool. I've actually got the very first issue where Wave appears in the American line, because there was some Asian Marvel stuff before then. And I don't remember if she was before then or not. But anyway, there's a whole cast of characters that are that's cool. That's cool. They're bringing those in.
Yeah, it is. You got anything else for movies?
Box office this week. Another horror movie took top spot.
Which one's that?
Don't Worry, Darling.
I think that's the one.
That's the movie.
About.
Yeah,
I think that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, it did 19 million, so pretty decent. And you know me, those things, the horror movies, I just pay no attention to.
Yeah.
So we didn't even talk about it last week because it's not even in my view. But it got top spot. The Woman King actually took second.
Yeah.
So it beat Avatar in its second week. I was really surprised. We didn't predict that for last week. It only had like a 40% drop, which is pretty good for a second weekend out. So shout out to The Woman King. Looks like it's doing really well. Avatar took third.
Did it 30 million is what it brought in?
10 million.
10 million?
30 million
30 million first
worldwide.
Week. Oh, worldwide. Okay,
yeah. 10 million domestically, came in at number 3. So what do you think that means for the sequel? Do you think that translates into really big numbers, kind of big numbers, not big numbers?
I feel like Avatar was really big. So basically everybody that's a fan already has like a physical copy. I don't see them wanting to go to the theater. Especially with how expensive it is.
But it did have new footage, apparently.
Oh, it did?
Well, it had a teaser at the end as a intro to the second movie.
Huh. A lot of people online are saying the Mandela effect is happening. They thought they remembered like a sex scene in the movie where they put their braids together. Do you remember seeing something like that?
Yeah.
I thought I did too,
yeah.
But apparently it's not in any of it wasn't in Disney Plus's release. It's not in the new theater.
No, I seem to remember that.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to rewatch it. And see what's
did they edit out that for interesting.
I don't know. But yeah, I was reading
no
that
sex
online.
for you.
Yeah. You keep your tail to yourself.
No alien sex for you. Yeah, that was part of the movie. Yeah, I remember that.
God, yeah. And I can't find like a definitive answer online.
Huh.
I can't even find clips of it online. Not that I was looking like too hard, but
not that you were looking for Avatar sex clips.
Well, now that I know that you remember it too, I'm definitely gonna go looking for it.
Oh, hell
because
yeah.
I want to know. I want to know if you guys remember it. You put a comment on our Facebook page and let us know.
Somebody knows somewhere.
Yeah, somebody knows.
Yeah.
You got any more for
Well, we got movies for this coming up weekend.
Yeah.
We got Smile, which is a horror movie, so I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't think I know much about it either.
We got Bros, which is a rom-com.
Oh, God. Yeah, I've not heard of this either.
Yeah, Bros, rom-com. The Good House, a comedy drama. I don't know what the hell that is, a comedy drama. Sigourney Weaver and Kevin Kline.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, I haven't seen him in a lot of things lately.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West, I think, was the last movie I saw.
Probably. Oh my, Kevin Kline. Yep. And the one that actually is interesting to me, but it's only getting a limited release, is a sci-fi movie called Vesper. Apocalyptic kind of.
Yeah. That's up my alley.
Yeah. So Vesper looked pretty cool. If I was, if I could catch it, it is limited. That's probably the one I would go to. But yeah, you got your horror, your rom-com, and your comedy drama, whatever that is.
Okay. Cromedy.
It's a comedy.
A dramedy. There we go. That one sounds a little better. Yeah. I don't know.
And that's all I got for movies.
All right, let's move on to television.
Television.
All right, what do you? Let's talk about She-Hulk.
I love the fact that they completely duped everybody with Daredevil, and we're leading up to the Daredevil intro, and like, nope.
Yeah. I was watching the whole episode thinking that was the finale because we've been getting the 6 episodes. I completely spaced that it was going to be 9 episodes. So I was like, what the hell is happening? This is very...
She-Hulk is so meta. They knew everybody would be so excited about Daredevil, and they put the Just Jen.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole joke. The whole joke was, there's no Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. And so Fallon and Arya are saying that this is their favorite MCU show.
It's good.
And I think it's just because we're getting so much of Jennifer Walters when she's just doing her normal life.
Just Jen.
Yeah.
Just Jen. That's the
Yeah,
whole
call
title
back to
of
the
that episode. Yeah, Just Jen.
But yeah,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's I feel like it's a pretty damn amazing show myself. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Even the slower episodes.
Yeah, and this one was a wedding episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had the fight, which was not really a superhero fight. It was cat fight.
Yeah.
And
I kind of dug it.
Yeah, exactly.
And She-Hulk in a dress.
Well, which is amazing.
Yeah. That butt. That big green butt.
It works well.
Let's see here. Rick and Morty, did you watch that?
I did not. What happened on Rick and Morty?
Oh my god. Okay, so this is the one with all the abs in it.
Oh, this is the ab one.
Yeah,
Okay, I saw the pictures and the thumbnails and all that.
So I feel like this was so far my least favorite episode in this season. By no means my least favorite episode of the whole series. But they have this invention. Rick has this device that summons his night person.
Okay.
Which basically brainwashes him while he's sleeping to go and do stuff he doesn't want to do while he's like conscious and awake.
Okay, yeah, we all need that.
Yeah, so they get abs. Rick and Morty get abs. Jerry writes a pen pal. Writes him to himself.
Oh my god.
And it's called Night Jerry or Night Rick or Night Summer. So Night Summer is the leader of that group.
Oh, okay.
Of that family.
They're really playing up Summer this season.
Yeah. But basically the night people they start communicating with the day people because of Jerry.
Okay.
And his pen paliness.
Okay.
And so he messes up everything.
Of course, yeah.
And Rick is like, absolutely, I'm not rinsing my dishes. That's what they're there for. They can clean it. And so they battle themselves, the night and day version. There was some really good parts, but it just wasn't as good as the other ones. In my opinion.
Yeah, they can't all be winners.
Well, it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
But just not the best of the season. That
mid-season slowdown.
Yeah, did you watch anything else?
Andor.
Yeah, how's that?
Amazing. Oh my gosh, I think it might be my favorite Star Wars.
Really?
The first 3 episodes, a lot of people are very torn about this one because it is really slow.
Yeah.
But it is slow for very dramatic effect.
Yeah.
I knew I would love it when So Cassian's about to make his first mistake he can't get out of. Because he's kind of con man, shady dealer.
Yeah.
But in the very first episode, he gets kind of held back by a couple of security guards that are trying to shake him down, and he gets in a scuffle with them, accidentally kills one.
Oh.
And he's got the gun to the he got the gun away from the other one, and at first he was going to let him go. Then he finds out he killed the other one. And you see him in this very long, drawn-out sequence with no talking about... You could just hear the cogs in his head turning about, what the hell do I do now that I've killed? Exactly. Yep. And so they give the show a lot of that playtime and internal monologue, not where you're hearing it, but where the actors
portray it so good that you know what they're thinking.
Yeah. And to make those decisions and let that play out. And it's the first Star Wars show that I thought, this is what Oscar people look for.
Yeah.
This is the kind of, just raw acting, kind of just excellent script and stuff. It blows away Book of Boba Fett.
Really?
Just completely.
Yeah, no slow speed chases or nothing in this yet?
There actually is a car, and my first comment was, hey, it's faster than a Vespa. Yeah. It wasn't a car chase. It was actually a car decoy, but that was my first thought. Hey, it's faster than a Vespa.
Man, I haven't caught it yet. I think this next week, after I'm going to watch the Munsters tonight. I'm going to go through the Munsters. But after that, I'm going to start Star Wars from the beginning, watch every single thing that's come out.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be caught up within 24 hours.
Oh man.
No, I don't.
There might be more than 24 hours worth of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't possible.
But Andor, for me, a lot of people don't like the slow pace, but I thought it was some of the best Star Wars stuff ever. No lightsabers, no superpowers, all just spy, drama, and not even really spy drama at this point, but just kind of...
Well, it sounds like amazing storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's important. To me, that's super important. Especially as I get older. When I was younger, I could go for just like action 99% of the movie or the TV show. But yeah.
And I love the fact that they show the effect the Empire has had, but the Empire hasn't really stepped in yet. There's no stormtroopers, there's nothing like that.
So when does this take place on the timeline?
This takes place 5 years before the Battle of Yavin.
Yeah,
which means that's the Death Star destruction.
Oh, okay.
The first one.
Yeah, I knew that.
So
I don't want to lose my ogre cred.
So this takes place 5 years before that, which means 5 years before Rogue One.
Okay.
It's pretty much going to be a 2-season contained story that leads up to that.
Okay. So this is a prequel to Rogue One?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, it can't very well be past it since Cassian...
Well, I've only seen Rogue One once.
Oh, well, yeah, Cassian dies at the end, so it can't really go after that.
Bummer. Bummer. I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. Holy crap. Well, I guess I picked a good time to rewatch all the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Rogue One, probably, as far as the movies go, might have been my favorite, or at least second favorite.
Yeah, I remember really liking it, but when did that come out? It was a while ago. I don't know why I've never watched it again.
I don't know the exact date, but it's been a little while.
2016 is when it came out.
Okay.
Let me get back to this. All right. I've got a bunch of news. The Last of Us HBO series has a brand new trailer. Did you catch it?
No.
It looks good.
Yeah, I think because that story was so emotional, I have a hard time wanting to watch the TV series.
Yeah.
Because even though I played the video game and was very caught up in it, it's one of those things that I don't think I'll like the heavy drama that the TV show will have.
Yeah, I'm probably end up catching it at some point. I only played the first game. I never did play the second one. The first one was so overhyped for me because I was late to the game, and yeah, I was expecting a lot more from it. So
Yeah, I mean, if they do the kind of heavy stake stuff that the first video game had, yeah, I don't like kidnapping. I don't like rape scenes,
yeah,
that kind of stuff, and that's what the show, if it follows the video game, is going to have.
yeah.
And it's going to be very emotional. And
I'll just yeah. I don't like that stuff either, man. But I don't know. I might have to watch it. Because I like post-apocalyptic storylines and stuff. So
I do too, usually. Yeah. So I purposely have been, I think, subconsciously maybe just avoiding any news on that one, just because I don't know that I'm emotionally
ready.
Yeah. To watch it.
Well, here's something you better be emotionally ready for.
Oh.
Jesse T. Usher, also known as the A Train.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Says that season 4 of The Boys is surprising everybody with the carnage that's in it.
Oh God.
So
more?
Yeah. So I mean, I think they've said that with every season.
Yeah.
And every season they were right. So I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in this one.
Yeah, it pushes the envelope for me for The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it gets any more gross, I don't know that I'll be able to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty desensitized to everything. I played Mortal Kombat at a very young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do enjoy The Boys, but it pushes the envelope.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little over the top in the last season.
And it always has been.
Yeah.
But if they're pushing it even more, oh my God.
Yeah. We got The Witcher season 3 is coming next summer. So I'm super excited for that.
So excited. Yeah, and I can't wait for you to play the game.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, oh God, yeah. I can't wait. Jack Ryan season 3 is coming December 21st to Prime.
I did catch the first season of that, and it's okay. Yeah.
I think I watched the first 2 seasons. There's so much time going on between the releases of these seasons, and I gotta like John Krasinski must be pretty busy.
Oh, I'd imagine everybody wants him.
Yeah. I remember liking it, but I might have to rewatch it all just to get a refresher course. I remember quite a bit of the first deal because I watched it by myself, and then I watched it with Fallon.
Yeah, I like my military and stuff like that. Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Don't really care for more real world military kind of stuff, but yeah, if that's your thing, definitely it's a good show.
Yeah, it is. And that is all I have for that. So let's hop into.
Well, we have a couple of TV shows coming out this week.
Let's reverse it a little bit.
Just a little bit, reverse. If you're looking forward to some horror anime, we've got Housing Complex C, which hits 1st of October.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
I would rather live in like A or B if I had the choice.
Those would be yeah. By the time you get to Housing Complex C, you're screwed.
Yeah.
We got that on October 2nd. We have the 3rd part of Walking Dead season 11.
Yeah, God, and is this the final part? I
don't know. I can't keep track now.
Yeah, I know. It's getting so hard. It's like Attack on Titan at this point. I don't know if it's ever gonna finish the season or not.
Who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? We also have Interview with the Vampire.
Oh yeah.
On both of those are on AMC, Walking Dead and Interview with the Vampire, which I don't know. I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a hard time with reboots anyway, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it could just ruin everything for me.
And it might be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will be. AMC's done some pretty decent stuff. They seem to have some pretty good writers and stuff. Because didn't they do Breaking Bad as well? I want to say Breaking Bad.
They probably did. While you're looking that up, I got, speaking of vampires, we got Reginald the Vampire on Sci-Fi. It's the Spider-Man sidekick, Jacob Batalon. He plays Reginald.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of a little bit of comedy, I believe. A little bit of everything in there. So that's the TV shows to look forward to this week.
Yeah. It looks like I think Breaking Bad was on, showed aired on AMC starting January 20th of 2008.
Yeah, so Interview might be great.
it just depends on the writers, I guess.
Yeah, I liked the movie so much. It's kind of hard to think it needed something new, but maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will love it.
Yeah. Hop into anime?
Yeah. Man, what a busy time for anime.
Oh yeah.
So this is the time where I'm going to be so busy with anime because the summer shows are starting to wrap up their dubs and the new shows for fall are starting to hit. So I think let's just go ahead and first do the first week of the new shows.
Okay.
And what we're looking forward to. So one show has already hit, and that's I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss. And it's actually got its own genre now because I think this is the third one where it's a shoujo, so it's meant for female audience, even though it actually looks pretty good. I might actually follow it. But it's kind of like it's an isekai. So girl who likes visual novel romance stuff falls into the video game version of this, but she's not the main character. She's the villainous character.
Okay.
And so she has to figure out how to keep herself from dying from the heroine, because that's usually what happens is they kill off the villainous character and she finally gets the prince, but she's playing the villainous.
Well, she's just got to take her doses correctly.
Yeah. and this is like the third one with this same premise, so it's its own genre now.
Yeah.
So there's a villainous genre now.
Yeah, how's that? You said it looks really good, like animation-wise?
The animation is really good. It's got a comedy looks pretty solid.
Yeah, character design.
Yeah,
memorable and stuff.
I think it's got a high rating, like 4.8 out of 5.
Okay.
So people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
All right.
If you want a comedy and you like that idea, then check it out. There's a couple other things just like it, so you might really enjoy that. Coming up on the 30th, My Master Has No Tail.
Okay.
Which is not shonen, it's seinen, which is a little more mature shonen.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what that one's like.
I think my wife would probably dig that one. She's getting into her, well, she's going through the phase of shojo, what is it? Shojo.
There's
I suck at all genres.
Yeah, there's the two basic ones. There's shonen, which is Dragon Ball, Naruto.
Okay.
And then there's shoujo, which is Sailor Moon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So those are your basics.
And then Shojin is the more shonen
is the more adult.
Show. Okay.
Now I'm getting them confused.
Yeah, this is hard. This is like, did I ever tell you about the argument I got into about metal music?
No.
Yeah, like I just put all metal into metal.
Okay.
But apparently I got my wrist slapped for not saying like Japanese speed metal. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the first time that happened, that heavy metal argument, we're on a tangent. But it's a good one. The first time I encountered that heavy metal argument was when Jethro Tull won the heavy metal award over Metallica.
Yeah.
And that was the first time. And I was excited because I'm a Jethro Tull fan.
Yeah.
But it was the first time they had to separate like modern metal from 70s metal.
Yeah.
Because it's very different, and that was the first time that argument had ever come up for me.
Yeah,
is between those two.
Yeah, I see. I just don't care. Like if it's got metal, then it is metal. I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
All right, we got a lot to cover.
Yeah.
October 1st, we got on Crunchyroll, Suzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, which is season 2 of Suzaki-chan. It's one of those female protagonist is really annoying to the male protagonist rom-coms.
Okay.
And so I'll be watching that one. Definitely watching Spy Family Part 2.
Yeah.
Which was probably the best anime from the spring lineup. So it's getting a Part 2 on Crunchyroll.
And that's by the same studio that did My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloverworks. Yeah. Then we've got one that I don't really like the art of, so it's a comedy, which I normally love. Pop Team Epic gets a season 2.
God. I can't stand the show. I tried. I really did.
Yeah, so it's getting a season 2 for better or worse. Crunchyroll. One that I will definitely be watching on High Dive just because I love when they have these names and the premise of these shows. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills.
Oh my god! I thought it was gonna be one of those ridiculously long names.
Yeah, I love the ridiculously
Yeah.
long names. So obviously a comedy.
Mhm.
We'll see where it goes from there. But that's on High Dive, and
Okay.
I'll be watching that one. One that I probably will skip because I'm not too big into the historical dramas is Raven of the Inner Palace,
Okay.
and that's on Crunchyroll. One that I will probably skip, but I know a lot of people will be watching, is season 6 of My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've watched them all. I might like skim through it
Mhm.
just to stay current, but yeah.
I'm obligated to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So that starts on, those are all October 1st. October 2nd, we've got on Crunchyroll Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury.
Yeah, I haven't watched a whole hell of a lot of Gundam for a long, long time.
And apparently the fact, this one's not getting a dub.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently everybody else is tired of it too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I've watched plenty of the other Gundam stuff, but
Yeah.
So another one is coming out. A Berserk movie is coming out on. No, it's another Berserk
Anime series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Golden Age arc. The Golden Age arc is coming out.
Hopefully they get this one right, because one of my friends back in my hometown, favorite anime or favorite manga is Berserk. He even met the creator. He has a bamboo painting on a bamboo scroll. Or what is it looks like blinds.
Yeah.
Signed by the creator, who's rest in peace now.
Yeah.
But he said that he just none of the current stuff that's out has really done that series any justice.
That's too bad.
So I'm hoping that
if you're looking for your brutal, violent, kind of fantasy action stuff, Berserk is definitely something to check out.
Yeah, it is pretty damn brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something completely different, Idolish season 3, male pop idol show is going to be hitting. So completely different than Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet the person that loves both of those. And I love anime, but I can't say I love really either one of those.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they are on vastly opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh yeah. Male pop idol, Idolish, season 3.
Unless there's a crossover, I could see that being pretty successful.
Maybe. Beast Tamer, which looks like a comedy, is hitting Crunchyroll. I'll probably check that one out October 2nd. October 3rd, which we're only going to go up through October 4th, so then we'll save everything else for next week. October 3rd on High Dive, Management of Novice Alchemist, which probably another comedy kind of, probably laid back kind of anime. I'll be checking that one out.
All right.
Crunchyroll's got another historic drama, Golden Kamu, which is season 4 for that one.
Okay.
I've checked it out before, not really my kind of thing, but it's coming out for season 4. October 4th, we've got Zaz Rock the Animation. This one's kind of a lower one. It's not getting a dub. Another, I think, boy idol band show, which there's always a couple of them every season. And one that, honestly, I'm not very familiar with this one, but it's Shinobi no Itoki, which I want to say, is that the Immortal Guild one? I'm not sure. I'll have to actually look up that one and get back to everybody. But that's the first week of fall anime, all the different shows hitting.
Okay. Yeah. You want to move on to news? Anime news?
Let's do it.
All right. Rurouni Kenshin. That's getting a remake. Yeah. Got a trailer out. It's posted on the OGGR page. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like that it's hand drawn, or at least it looks hand drawn.
The art looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, so, oh my god, if you haven't seen Rurouni Kenshin, definitely give that one a shot, because I think I've watched
What kind of people is that for? I would say semi-historic shonen.
Yeah. He was a force to be reckoned with in a war, and I can't remember what period in Japan it took place in, but he had enough of killing and decided to get a more defensive sword. So it's a reverse blade sword where the sword, the sharp edge is on the opposite side of what it should be, because he just doesn't want to kill no more. I remember the first season being pretty comedy action, but then after that it takes a way more serious note, but still pretty good.
Yeah, I find a lot of shows like that. They start off comedy and then they kind of just get serious.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, did like the movies I thought were kind of boring, like the first Samurai X movies that came out. Haven't seen the live action ones. I don't really know. I'm not a big fan of the anime turned live action movies and stuff. So, Cowboy Bebop was the exception, but apparently
You are alone.
yeah, I am forever alone, maidenless, as the Elden Ring people would say.
Oh man.
And then Nier Automata is getting an anime that I just found out about. You guys might know about it.
Nier Automata. I have to admit, with the anime, well, the game is still. If you was to ask me what is the best game ever made, I'd probably say it's Nier Automata. Just honestly, it's the way they do the retelling of the playthroughs, the way that the kind of existential crisis you go through dealing with the concept of what is the meaning of life, and then the ending where you have to make that choice about whether or not to do the ultimate self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that gets me to this day. It's been a decade since I've played it.
Yeah.
And the choice of, you have to ask for help at the very end of ending E, the fifth type of ending.
Yeah.
You have to ask for help. And then you're given the choice of, do you choose to help others? And if you do, it deletes everything. You go through it. Oh man, watching it just like delete line by line all of your items and everything, and then delete your saves.
Yeah.
It is something that is emotionally wrecking, and probably the one experience you could possibly have in life of experiencing the ultimate self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Without dying, without actual dying. And that still sticks with me today.
Yeah, if you are like me and you avoided that game because you thought it was just fan servicey and that's all it was,
which it is at first, and that's why the fan service hooked me, but then it became so much more.
Yeah, it's pretty damn amazing. Do not sleep on it. It is a very good game.
Yeah, just amazing.
And that's all I got for anime news.
We've got My Dress Up Darling got a season 2 announced.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for that. And that's just because of the fans.
Oh yeah.
Fans liked it so much.
We loved it so much,
and I can't wait because just the anime or the animation in it, really well done expressions.
The animation is great.
Yeah, it is.
And the characters, you feel for them so much. They're so much fun.
Yeah,
and so easy to connect to. They are well developed characters. Let's see. Girlfriend also got a season 2 announcement.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. So it's such a low budget anime harem stuff, but I don't recommend many people watch it unless you just absolutely love harems. But I did like it, and it's getting a season 2. So
I'm gonna have to watch it now. I gotta watch that in Spy X Family.
Yeah,
Spy Family.
Spy Family is one for everybody.
Yeah.
So definitely catch that. I watched up to the current dubs of the second season of Classroom of the Elite. If you like it, it's an anime that's like a real shiny, juicy apple, but it's rotten to the core. It is a slice of life with a dark, seedy, psychological drama on the inside.
Okay.
So the veneer is nice and polished and pretty, but all of the characters and the students and everything are just, they're lawful evil.
Oh.
They're backstabbers. They're out for themselves. So it's an interesting anime. A lot of people really love it. So if you're into kind of cerebral mind games kind of anime, that's definitely one to check out.
Okay.
Overlord season 4, I caught up on it.
Oh, no spoilers.
Okay.
I still gotta watch it. I can't believe you caught up on it. I'm gonna have to do that now. Maybe that'll be what I do before Star Wars.
And you can give us the review.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that. I think you're better at giving reviews than I am.
No, I'm sure people want to hear your version just as much.
Yeah, I just open my mouth and garbage falls out for the most part. But it seems to be working for us.
What about Devil is a Part-Timer? Season 2, I caught up with it.
Okay, so I only watched a couple episodes of the first
Okay.
season, and it just was not.
Okay, so I'll talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I loved the first season. 10 years later, they make a season 2.
Mhm.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Different studio. The art is vastly different.
Yeah.
Which is very jarring going from one type of art to another for me.
Yeah.
And the characters don't change much, but it is a different studio. And we've gone through that before. When you've got a different studio doing the same anime, things are just going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So expect that.
Yeah.
Expect it not to be the same as the first season, even though it picks up right after the first season. So
that's too bad.
Devil is a part-timer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's bad because I still like it. It's just very different.
Okay.
It's a very different animation, different studio.
Mm.
So it's just different.
Okay.
All right. So that's all I got for anime.
Well, let's move on to video games.
Video games.
All right. I am not currently really playing anything. I did pick up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection.
Not ready to review it yet.
Yeah. So there's an awful lot of games in that collection, and I've played a few of them. Turtles in Time. I played the original NES one, the arcade game for the Nintendo, and a few of the arcadey type games for Super Nintendo, and that's it. But there's like Game Boy games on here, Sega Master Drive, Sega CD games.
So somebody who's looking for like a nice collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, this is it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they even have like the tournament fighters and stuff, or is it tournament or turtle fighter? I don't remember, but they got the fighting games and everything in there. So
TT Turtle Tournament Fighters.
Yeah. So if you're looking for it, this might be it. This it seems like a pretty decent collection. Supposedly they fixed the NES version, so you can actually beat it now without cheating.
Those were the days when things were so hard.
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, select, start, whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to. If you get it on the PS4, it is a free upgrade to PS5, which. I mean, they're old games, so I don't know if that's going to make too much of a difference.
Well, that was the time before difficulty sliders, where you just had, like, cheat codes, if anything.
Yeah, the Konami code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's what I'm planning on playing. I do have a few news, but what have you been playing?
I finished up Fuga, Melodies of Steel.
Yeah.
And it's the third game this year that I've 100%.
Okay.
And
my God.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
in all my years of being a PlayStation Plus member, I've only platinumed 2 games.
Well, before this year, that was me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I have to say it's because of Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just find stuff on there. They're not really long.
Yeah.
But they're long enough to hold my attention for my time, which is like I start getting irritated with games after about 40 hours.
Yeah.
So the couple that I've platinumed are much shorter, where the first run is under 10 hours or around 10 hours.
Yeah.
And so to do whatever else little things, if I have to do a second run, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's not like a game which I normally buy, which is 60 hours to complete.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thought of doing another run is just, no.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, like when I was just becoming a dad, I used to be a trophy hunter and stuff for the Xbox games, but God, I just cannot do it anymore.
Yeah, and I almost didn't do this one because I had to play through it 2.5 times, and the third time around, it was starting to get a little tedious.
Yeah. It's very rare that you do that. I was actually really surprised that you went for the second playthrough.
Oh, I know. I normally don't.
Yeah.
So it was really, I enjoyed it a lot. If you one playthrough, it's actually meant to be played through twice.
Okay.
Because getting the last couple of trophies in the first playthrough, I realized most people couldn't. The majority of people, like 25%, were only able to complete certain things the first time through, like I did.
Okay.
Because just the percentage of the trophies kind of let me know that there's this one really cool mechanic in the game where, so you're in this big tank, you've got these orphan survivors from a war, and they're controlling the tank, and they're fighting against essentially the Germans, and they kind of World War II-ish kind of thing, but it's fantasy, very fantasy. But you've got this fourth cannon on your tank, which is called a soul cannon. and you can shove one of the kids in the soul cannon
Oh
and
my
use
God.
their soul to blow away and obliterate anything you want.
What happens to the children?
They die.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
That's kinda dark.
So, and most people apparently either chose to or couldn't finish the game without using the soul cannon
Yeah.
the first time around.
Okay.
And the second time around, you start with all of your items, all your experience points, and it's supposed to be easier the second time around,
Oh man.
where you can hopefully keep everybody alive.
Yeah.
But I thought that mechanic was so cool. Just the whole, yeah, you've got that option. Anytime you want, you can stick one of the kids in there and obliterate your enemies.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Exactly. I chose not to, but it was hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard the first time around to actually not use the soul cannon and survive.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and only about 25% of the people actually managed to get that trophy where you keep them all alive the first time compared to just completing the game, to completing the story. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of things that came out. We got Beacon Pines, which is kind of like a storybook puzzle on Game Pass. Pretty cool. Slime Rancher 2, which is kind of like a farming first-person shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, ranching slime. Hard Space Shipbreakers came out this week, which is, it had one of the best vibe intros. You really felt the atmosphere and the purpose of this game and the little intro it had, where you're going to be the space miner.
Yeah, is that where you're just salvaging old ships?
Yeah, that's all you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're salvaging old ships.
I can see
and-
that being pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a very casual kind of
Relaxing.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy casual, but it's
Kind of like Deep Rock Galactic was before, like, all the hordes and swarms came in. You were just going after
yeah,
stuff.
it's just kind of mining, doing your stuff. Yeah. So I played it for a few hours. I thought it was pretty cool.
Rock and Stone.
Rock and Stone, baby. Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone.
To the bone.
Yeah, we had some fun with Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, yeah, we did.
One game that I think you should try, because you're more of a Twitch gamer than I am, Proteus. So it is basically a Doom clone.
Okay.
Looks very much like the original Doom. The graphics are way scaled down.
Okay.
But it is a very heart-pounding. Music is very loud and gun and run. And
Hell yes.
yeah, you probably would be. You should try Proteus out.
Okay. That's Game Pass?
That is Game Pass.
Okay.
Hitting today on Game Pass is one that we have to play together. It's the first, so it's a day one technical release, but not really. It's the official release for Grounded, the Honey I
yes.
Shrunk the Kids game. So it's finally in its official release.
Okay. Out of beta?
Yeah, IGN gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
So
man. Everything I've seen about that, I just looks so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically a warped version of Elden Ring that you can multiplay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm for
What's
it.
not to like about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Elden Ring, Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Skyrim is what I was thinking of. Yeah, so that's that. Some other releases from different places. We got the releases for Amazon coming up for October. So free game section. Amazon is giving away for free Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, what was that, 6 months ago it came out?
Yeah.
Star Wars Squadrons for free.
Makes me wonder how good of a game it was.
It was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very solid. That's an amazing free game for free.
Well, there you go. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah, if you have Amazon and a computer, then there you go. Also, Alien Isolation. They're giving that away free this month. And some other no-name stuff. The only one that I'm going to mention is Wallace and Gromit, Grand Adventure, and a couple other no-name things.
Okay. Yeah, I
Well,
like
yeah.
the...
They have names. They do
do.
have names.
They do have names.
They do have
like,
names.
what's his name? Robert Paulson. That's a Fight Club reference.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know. Epic's got a couple of free games. Runbow, which is a party platformer, and drone racing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That could be fun. That would be more Twitch than anything I think I've ever played.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah.
So those are the free games.
Okay.
What is coming up? So, I'll be getting my copy of Valkyrie Elysium this week, but I'm a little behind on Solstice and Diofield, so it might take me a while to get the review for that one out.
Okay.
We have... I know you've been looking for some side money.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've been looking for some side income, and if you need to know and get your feet in the door, Weedcraft Incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your weed growing simulator.
Nice.
Yeah, right there. And one that, I would probably play is Hot Tentacles Shooter.
That sounds hentai-ish a little bit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You control the dropship in a space adventure and free all the girls from the spooky alien tentacles.
I think I could get down with that game too.
Hot Tentacles Shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's Epic?
No, this is just games.
Oh, just games coming out.
Yeah,
okay.
these you actually have to pay for.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. I'm sure you get something out of it.
Yeah, you get to save hot maidens.
Yeah, and as far as
tentacles.
the news for video games, Disney has said that they want to have a minimum of 2 Star Wars games every year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God,
They've
just...
really learned from that EA debacle that they made that exclusive with them for so long.
There's going to be a hell of a lot of content that we're not going to have time for.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
I'm starting to get a backlog.
Yeah.
I haven't had a backlog in years.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. I've got a little piece of news. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands has been confirmed to be a new franchise. So they're gonna build off of it. Fair warning, though, I would recommend not purchasing anything above the base edition because the DLC was terrible.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they...
Yeah, the DLC was that there was no story whatsoever. I don't think it's going to get any more DLC. I hated it so much that I haven't even checked out the 4th one that came out, so I haven't even played the new class.
I didn't believe in purchasing DLC, but I really thought after how much fun and good the DLCs for Borderlands 3 were, that Tiny Tina would be just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got burned on that one.
Yeah, there's a big backhand to the old cheek, to the old face.
Yeah, but Tiny Tina's isn't a bad game.
It's not. The base game is really good. It is short. Really good story. Really good humor. But yeah, you could skip the DLC altogether and get an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tiny Tina's itself honestly kind of feels like an expansion to Borderlands 3 instead of in its own game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed the base playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got any other things for video games?
No.
All right, let's move on to other.
Other Geekly things.
Okay, so we got James Earl Jones has signed the rights over to the Darth Vader voice to be done by AI from now on.
Yeah, I'm actually in the camp that I kind of like this.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. WB is taking. I gotta touch on this. Taking Final Space off of all platforms, and Season 3 is not even going to get a physical release. Just for the tax write-off.
WB.
Yeah, I think I'm still going to get Gotham Knights.
Yeah,
and I think I'm still going to get the Hogwarts Legacy. But after that.
Well, after that, will you even get anything out of the WB? I mean, they believe like in reality TV, and who knows what kind of creative license is going to ever come out of WB again.
Yeah, they're really kind of shitting the bed. But also the Final Space thing is kind of why I agree with piracy to some extent. Because otherwise you're never going to be able to see that show, and it's pretty terrific if you haven't seen it.
I definitely agree with the whole piracy for archive's sake.
Yeah.
I don't otherwise, because I think creators should get paid. But as far as if it's not going to be available, then piracy's sometimes the only way to keep it alive.
And keeping on with you said WB is reality based. We're going to move on to Netflix. Netflix says that they let data drive what gets renewed and what gets canceled. I wish I found it hard to believe that people would choose Love Is Blind or all the other reality shows that Netflix has over Santa Clarita Diet and Glow and Cowboy Bebop.
Sandman.
Or the Sandman.
Yeah.
Did that get canceled?
It didn't get canceled, but it hasn't been renewed for Netflix.
Yeah.
And basically the word that came out was that, so Neil Gaiman talked about some of the Netflix reviewing the numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, according to Netflix, people were not binging enough of Sandman in order for it to be something that they consider viable.
Yeah.
People were watching a couple episodes, taking a break, which that show needed it.
Yeah, you need to
because-
digest what you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. When you get something, a little heavy like that and you need to think about it, you don't need to binge it.
Yeah.
So I don't know where Netflix is coming from with all this.
Well, they're saying that the bar is set incredibly high, and I'm sorry, with all the reality TV and stuff and all the good shows that I'm interested in getting canceled, I'm gonna call them bullshit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People watch those things when the thing that they bought Netflix for is over.
Yeah, like those you don't really need to digest what you just seen.
Yeah.
You watch it because you just want the drama.
It's on the background.
Yeah.
Somebody's doing work and they've turned that reality show on just to catch glimpses of it. It's
or
playing
you hear
in the background.
you're cooking dinner, you hear somebody screaming, you're like, oh, what's this? What's happening? Yeah, you know what? I guess I am guilty of that. So maybe.
Oh, everybody is.
Oh,
That's how Sarah watches Netflix. She puts it on in the background, and it doesn't matter really what's on. She's probably watched it 500 or 600 times.
Yeah.
And she's doing her work, and she catches it every once in a while.
Yeah.
And Netflix, that's not the way to get people to sign up.
Yeah.
Or keep even.
Yeah, and I think that's basically all I got for new or for other as well. You got anything?
I did pick up the graphic novel of the week, which was the Strange. So after the death of Doctor Strange in the comic books, Clea is now Sorcerer Supreme, and this is the first 5-6 issues graphic novel of that series.
Okay.
So that'd be my pickup for the week. But yeah. Do we have any rumors we wanted to talk about?
You had one at the beginning of the show. What was
it? Was about the Blade script.
Oh, okay.
So the rumor is that because the Blade script is so weak,
I think you read the exact same article I did.
Yeah.
90 pages with two.
Mahershala, is that how you say his name? Ali.
I always said Mahershala.
Ali. He's apparently really frustrated with the script, and the director quit, and they're bringing on another person to write.
Yeah.
So rumor is the script that bad?
Well, I mean, they said 90-page script with like two mediocre or lackluster is the word that they chose. Two lackluster action scenes, and it's Blade. You got. I mean, that's got to have a little bit more than just two action scenes in it. I mean, I understand building a story, and building up the character and stuff, but he kills vampires. Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And I expect to see shitloads of dead vampires in that movie. like, I could have just watched Wesley Snipes' Blade just kill vampires, no story whatsoever. I could have just watched him do his martial arts all day.
Yeah, so there's no doubt we're excited about Blade. Is the rumor true? What do you give it?
Man, I'm gonna say that I believe it is true, just because we've had they have a very high ratio of good content already in the MCU, so they're bound to have their little slip ups and speed bumps. So I'm gonna say it's probably true.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go right along with you there. I think they are having 7 sounds pretty good. I think they are having some script issues, some quality issues.
Yeah,
it was bound to happen.
Yeah, I don't need Blade to be slayed by Morbius. I don't need those ratings to be slayed by Morbius ratings. I want Blade to do the slaying.
Yeah, and it may end up pushing the slate of movies back.
Yeah, that's what freaks me out.
Yeah,
I do not want that to happen. I want. God, yeah. I mean, I'm getting old, man. I want to see as much shit as I can.
I know. Do I want it to be true?
Oh, 0 for me.
Yeah, I definitely want the movie to come out really good.
Yeah, this was Blade is one that I was looking forward to as soon as they announced it, because I really like Blade.
Yeah.
Like the Eternals and stuff, I didn't really give a crap
Yeah.
about. I didn't really know much about them.
I think the fault of Blade is they've got so many storylines going on. They've got the Kang,
Yeah.
they've got the Thunderbolts, the Secret Invasion tie-in, and I don't think at this time it fits easily, which I think is probably where the script writing is bad, because they're probably trying to fit things that don't belong into a Blade movie.
Yeah, and they had the Darkhold stuff. They could have did something with that, but then they destroyed it in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So, God.
Well, we will continue bringing you all the good news. Episode 13 of OGGR.
Yeah, Old Guys Geekly Review, number 13.
Number 13. Be good to each other.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they like the part for Blade instead for time. Like, I loved all three of them.